Hello people of the internet, it's Amanda, and today's video I'm here to talk to you about my first ever live concert experience. Sort of. The thing is, even if I love music, even if I have a bunch of artists that I would want to see live and everything like that, I just haven't been to an actual live concert before until now. I'm not sure if an online live concert counts. I did pay for the ticket and everything, and it's live. I sort of like waited for it, but anyways, basically, I'm making this count. Just putting it out there. I'm talking about Johnny's World Happy Live with You Day 1 featuring V6, Arashi, and King and Prince. I'm sure that if you clicked on this video then you already know what I'm talking about, but basically Johnny's is a Japanese talent agency and they're not exactly the most open when it comes to social media and everything like that, but since the pandemic happened, this is sort of like their way to entertain and give back to their audience and really interact even in light of the situation, and at the same time also raise awareness about proper measures on how to their favorite one is to wash your hands and the social distancing and everything like that. So that's basically that. It's literally fan service at the time of the pandemic. Started the Smile Up project where they donate to frontliners, medical costings, and everything like that in terms of coronavirus initiatives. And this one is also considered a fundraising concert for that entire thing. If you've been a J culture fan for the longest time, it's just impossible not to know about Johnny's or Johnny's talents. There are a lot of like issues and controversies and anything like that that is related to the agency, tracing back to way back, especially centering around their founder that has now passed, Johnny Kitagawa. But I wouldn't dive deep into that in this video. I would just be focusing on the experience of actually watching the program itself, at least for day 1. So now that we've put it out there, let's just do this. I saw a lot of people on Twitter saying that they woke up for like 6 a.m. for it and everything like that. Thankfully, there's only an hour difference between the Philippines and Japan, so I don't really have to worry about juggling the time when it came to the live. But it's just pretty exciting for it to be an event where a lot of people are just tuned into it, and it's this very communal type of experience, even if they're just in our individual homes. I know that sounds really funny and introverted, but it's definitely just one way to do it, especially since it's happening in another country as well. And I don't know, it's just a pretty jittery experience for me at least. The lineup, now I chose day 1 because obviously I am obsessed with King and Prince right now. I have other groups that I would wanted to see, but I felt like it was just smart to choose day 1 because obviously I don't have a lot of funds to just go ahead and watch all shows. But Arashi and V6, you know, I'm pretty much a fan of them as well, and so it's just it's definitely an ideal situation for me to just get day 1. And so it started. Now, funnily enough, V6, the thing with this is that I remember singing to Change Your World at 9 years old. I wasn't aware of the entire J-drama, J-pop, that type of thing, but I was so obsessed with Inuyasha and that's the theme song for it. And I was just singing along to it, but it's because I remember distinctly, vividly, singing along to this, not even just knowing the words back then because I was 9, it was anime, I was watching along when it plays on our TV, and obviously like I don't have that consciousness yet for Japanese words or Japanese lyrics. But I think out of the entire lineup, Change Your World from V6 was just definitely the one that did it for me in the first act. because of how nostalgic I felt when I heard the song. Especially given the idea that Inuyasha is also having its sequel later this year. So it's all coming together. That's all I can say about that. Now moving on to the next act, which is obviously my current loves, Kinpori or King and Prince. This one I really found it really funny at first because everybody was raving about Chambara. And I don't think anyone really expected it to be in the lineup or anyone really expected for that performance, so that's why it trended. But it just blew up. Like it had its own tag when I checked Twitter Japan. It's just so funny that aside from King and Prince, people were also really just raving about Chanbara for it to trend. And obviously there's also Prince Princess, where I almost teared up in that particular moment because they set up 3 mics. And for those who don't know, so King and Prince, they're a 6-member group. They're not only 5, but one of their members, Iwahashi Genki, is currently on leave of absence because of health reasons, mental health reasons. And so it's just pretty touching that when the Prince unit, what do you call this, performed Prince Princess, they had another mic dedicated for him. Like, I don't know, it's just beautiful. It's definitely one of those things where, and even in their choreography and other, like, whenever they perform elsewhere, they always make sure to include Genki or Genki's color image, or just remind people that they're a 6-member unit, instead of, you know, just adjusting the choreography for 5 people and then just figure it out whenever he comes back. But I don't know, that was just a really nice touch in my opinion, and I absolutely loved that moment. I loved now, for those who don't know, so my old internet pseudonym is Through the Paradox, so My Love is Paradox is a very funny thing for me to watch and to hear from King and Prince. I don't know, this is just me reaching as much as I can for whatever it is that I can grab onto, but I don't know, I just love that song as well. And Amazing Night is one of my favorite songs from them at the moment. It's currently my phone ringtone, so whenever someone calls me, Maisie Night's chorus would just play out loud. And I just love the entire performance overall, but I totally get why people are so invested in Chanbara. I just wish that the camera work was better during that particular sequence. I felt like it was a bit jittery, or I felt like it was trying to match up to the very snappy dance movements, but I don't know, it's just weird. Some of it was weird because I really wanted to watch the choreography that went into that number, but it just sort of like felt a little jagged here and there. So there's that. And then lastly, moving on to Arashi, I didn't expect for them to do a waku waku sequence during their bit, so that was kind of fun, and I felt like I should try that because I really don't exercise at all. So I think that's one way to do it. I'll probably just flash it on screen and then follow it. So there's that. And then obviously out of all the lineup, and especially with what we know from Arashi that they're going through, they're on the process of going on hiatus, and then this entire thing happened. I know it's just for them to end it, especially for them to end it on Love So Sweet. June looking just so happy about the entire thing. This is definitely a roller coaster ride, especially if you've been a Johnny's Idol fan for a while, and then you know how hard it is to really just get merch, get material, get anything from them, and then suddenly they come up with this, and it's also for a good cause. So it's pretty exciting, and it's definitely worth the ticket price. I wanted to really go ahead and watch Sexy Zone, Katun. I didn't know that News only had like 4 members, and then with Yuya slashed out because of his whole like violation thing of going out, they're only performing as 3 people. I didn't know that they shrunk that much, because way back when I started to be involved in this kind of thing, KAT-TUN was 6 members, the original 6 members. I was a massive fan. I still am. And then with NEWS, they're like, I don't know, are they 9 or anything? But now they're really shrunk in size, so there's that. But I don't know, if you're a fan, if you have like groups that you're looking forward to, I definitely feel like it's something that you would want to give a try. It's a very exciting experience, even if it's just at home. A lot of people are also raving about what happened and everything, mainly because, you know, again, it's a rare occurrence, and at the same time it's for a good cause, and it's very enjoyable. So there's that. And I don't know, I just felt like I wanted to just talk about this experience and everything. And again, outside of the other considerations regarding certain issues, so I just really wanted to focus on the hard work that the artists really put into these performances, and that's everything that I have to say about that. So with that said, tell me down in the comments below, have you seen day one or planning to see other performances in this entire thing? Let's talk about that in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel and you would want to hear more from me, please hit subscribe. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you again soon in a new one.